Okay. Welcome to PSA. Takeover Tuesdays. I am your new host for the day. Let's see how this go. Today's guest is they don't introduce nobody on here. They introduce themselves. So let the woman, the lady on the other end, introduce herself first.
Hi, I'm Robin Wynn. I am the senior paralegal at Philadelphia Lawyers for Social Equity.
Okay. And this is the winner of the PSA raffle.
Anitra, known as Chalk 28.
Shock 28, Anitra Brock Lois. Um, okay, Robin, tell us a little about what you do. What's your resource and what you do?
So, Philadelphia Lawyers for Social Equity is a nonprofit organization that helps people get expungements, and now we also help people get pardons. We're about, helping people clear their criminal records so that they can move forward in life. My role there is a little bit of everything, but mostly I am.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Mostly I am helping to file the expungement petitions, and we all, help pardon clients, and I don't know, like.
So how do people get in touch with you? Like, if somebody wanted to get a part in it, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, the easiest way is to go to our website, which starts with our initials, PLSE, Philly.org, and they would click on expungements and do the new client intake form.
PLSE
Philly.
Philly.org.
hmm
Are y'all on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or anything?
I'm sure we are, but I don't know all those things.
Well, we'll get to it by the end of the show. Don't worry about it. So you work with the people directly? Like, you supervise people, or like what do you do directly? You work with the people directly?
Yeah. Well, I supervise paralegals and we have a lot of volunteers because we're a very small staff. We have two attorneys, and a full-time paralegal, me, and a part-time paralegal, and a couple of legal assistants. We have a program manager, so it's a very small staff. So we're working all the time, and I don't feel like I actually. Okay, I do supervise Kelly, but it more working together.
How long have you been there?
I've been there a couple of years, since April of 2019.
Do you have an idea how many partners y'all have gotten?
So we just started with the pardons, and the pardon process is really different, because the expungements is a court procedure, so it's timelines and things like that, so you know exactly how it's going to go. But the pardon is an administrative procedure, so it's just up to the board of pardons when they're going to have hearings. It's up to the governor when he's going to sign off on stuff. So our pardons when we started took 5 years, um, and now we working with the board of pardons, and them trying to do better all the time. It's about 2.5 years. So we're just starting to see a couple of people say, "Hey, I got my pardon."
Okay.
But expungements in the 10 years that our organization has been going on, we've done 25,000 expungements.
That's a lot.
25,000. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's good.
That's great. Yes. And the expungement goes for like people that was charged with something and then they beat it and they want to get it taken off their record, or
Yes, yes. So anything that you weren't convicted of that gets expunged, that can be expunged easily. There's some convictions that can be expunged, like if you have summary convictions,
Okay.
disorderly and stuff like that. But that's after 5 years of having no issues with the police. If you're over 70, you can get your whole record expunged if you've had 10 years with no contact with the police. And uh, this is the one that we're hoping people vote all the time, because if you die and wait 3 years, then your record can be cleared, and that is a real law.
for anything, no matter what you was charged with, what you was convicted of. 3 years after you did, you get expunged.
Mm-hmm.
And your people just gotta call you or get in touch with somebody down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anitra,
Yes.
how did you win? How did you feel about winning the raffle?
I was really excited, actually.
Did you you know who you gonna take?
One of my best friends.
One of your best friends? How many best friends you got?
I have 4.
4. So you don't know which one you gonna take yet.
Not yet.
Woo.
Matter of fact, yeah, I do.
Choices. Who?
Gina.
Gina.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Gina. Tickets on me. All right, Robin. What else? What else do people need to know that about your about the program?
Well, we are getting back to in-person clinics, which is how we first started out. We would go out into the community and talk to people, give them the information we had, and also get their information to be able to do expungements. But because of COVID, we had to figure a different way, so they can just go anytime at their convenience to our website, become a client. It takes us about 30 days at the most to let them know, what we can do for them. But we are accessible to them now all the time.
I got a question.
Oh, go ahead.
How long after probation you could get your expungement process started?
You can immediately get your expungement process started.
Okay.
So when they go on there, what do they have to fill out an application or something?
Yeah, they're just putting in all their information, name, address, social, income, because we do assist low-income individuals and there's no cost.
Okay, so you just got to make us under a certain amount.
Yeah, we go by 200% of the federal poverty guideline. So I can't.
You don't know what that is right now.
Yeah, because it depends on how many people in your family and stuff like that.
Okay. And then what? After they fill out the application, y'all will get back in touch with them. Y'all will get in touch with them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said y'all have 2 lawyers, a full-time paralegal, and a part-time paralegal. How did you what made you want to be a paralegal?
Oh wow. Let me see. I'm gonna go for the short version. I used to work for the post office, and it was hard, and I got injured, and it became harder, and I kept wishing that I knew the law. I don't work for the post office anymore, and it was a long, hard fight, and I kept wishing that I knew the law. So the Department of Labor said, you know what, we'll cover you to go to school. And because you need a new trade. You can't work for the post office. Not as strong as I thought I was. So I was like, I want to be a paralegal. And I took some sort of, what do they call it? Like the vocational testing?
Like a vocational class?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were like, yeah, that would be good for you. And ta-da. So here I am.
How long was the process? How long was the process of becoming a paralegal?
It was a 2-year thing at CCP. Great classes, great professors, and my number one fear in coming here was I knew I would not be able to remember anyone's name. Had all the best professors ever. I would have to pull up my transcripts to be like, that one was so good, and that just all the best professors. And they even helped after the process, because one of my professors was like, hey, this place is hiring. It's only temporary, but, And I said, okay, well, I'll try. And they took me on temporarily, and it turned into a full-time job.
And you love your job?
I love my job. Oh, my gosh, I love my job so much.
So when you get somebody like a pardon or get the record expunged, like, do they be happy? They be joyful?
We've had people cry, so relieved, because unfortunately, even non-conviction stuff on your record is in the way. The clean slate law that they passed a few years ago helps some, because everybody can't see it. But if people use a federal background check, then they see it. Um, and a lot of people were like having trouble getting jobs, having trouble being able to get um, go to school, getting housing and apartments. Just it was in the way. Like whether they got convicted or whether they didn't, this record would come up, and people would look at it. And I mean, you can get arrested just for no reason whatsoever.
I know.
Yeah.
It has happened to me before.
Yeah. And then you have an arrest record, and they can say anything and put however many charges. And a lot of times, a lot of charges are stacked. So you might have 10 charges, which they sort of have you in a corner now. Do you want to ever go home? And you just sign this and plead to this, and then you're done. And a lot of people do. And, don't really have a choice. So it feels good to be able to help people move forward. And I remember for myself, I mean, it wasn't with the police, but I remember that feeling of just being stuck and just wanting to move forward. So it feels good to be able to help people move forward.
Excellent.
That's great. Is it true that when you fill out for an application, they can't look at your background? You're not supposed to see if you have convicted of a felony?
I don't know if that's true.
Okay.
I know if
They look at it.
yeah, and I know that a lot of times they're like if your conviction doesn't have anything to do with the job, then it's supposed to not count. Unfortunately, we know people are people, so they do what they're gonna do.
So if you got a drug charge, it's not supposed to count if you're going for accounting or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
You
Now,
got any
I'm not a
questions?
lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, so.
What is the difference between a paralegal and a lawyer? Like, what is the difference between a paralegal and a lawyer?
So we don't have a law degree. So we don't have as much extensive knowledge and training and stuff like that. We don't have the degree. If I really mess up and do a wrong thing, the lawyers at my job can get in trouble. So they have to check everything, and I have to make sure that everything is good for them. I feel like it's more of an administrative assistant type of a thing. And I don't know. I like that.
Like y'all do all the paralegals do. Everybody do all the research and like y'all do the groundwork for the lawyers.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork. So much paperwork. So we do that. We're double checking everything. If questions come up, like go to the lawyer. Okay. Is this good? Is this okay? I have a lot less questions since I've been there a while. But I feel like my job is to make sure that our lawyers can do the work that they do, because it's a lot, and they like when I'm helping a pardon client and I get their application all done, I'm passing it to the lawyer to take a look and make sure that everything is good, and then as the clients move forward, we help them so that they're sort of prepared for the types of questions that the board is going to ask and stuff like that. And the Board of Pardons hearings are online now, so anyone can watch,
Okay.
and you can get an idea of, the kinds of questions that they ask.
And who are the people that do the pardon? They like people on parole board? Like who does the pardon?
There's 5 people who were appointed. I feel like one of them their appointment is like ending really soon, but I know Josh Shapiro is one. I feel like I should look this
Go
up.
ahead.
All right, because I don't want to give misinformation.
That's okay. This is PSA, Philly Service Announcement. Take over Tuesdays, every Tuesday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yikes.
and she's looking up the people that's on the parole pardon board.
Philadelphia or just overall?
It's Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
So the lieutenant governor is over it. John Fetterman, Josh Shapiro, who is the attorney general, Harris Gubernick, who is corrections expert, John Williams, Dr. John Williams, psychiatrist, and Marsha Grayson, the victim representative.
Okay. Now these are people that are appointed, or they voted in, or they appointed by the governor.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do they have like a time span, or is this a lifetime appointment?
No, because I'm looking and it says Gubernick's term expires November 30th, 2023. Dr. Williams expires November 30th, 2025. And Marsha Grayson's term expires November 30th, 2021.
Okay. So y'all better vote and get the good governors in there. If y'all want good people on y'all parole board and giving the pardons out and all that. But
So these are people that when convicts go to see a parole board, they be there.
I don't know. They're not the parole board.
Okay.
But when people are requesting commutation, they want their sentences shortened, or they're trying to get out of prison, their application goes to them.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Anitra,
Yes.
what do you do for a living?
Well, I drive for Healthfully. I'm a paratransit. Waiting to go to EMT school.
Do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished 2 years of criminal justice. I didn't go back yet.
How'd you like it?
I loved it. I love the classes. I love the knowledge
Yeah.
of knowing law, some of it, what's going on.
So when you go down to this game, you going to record? You going to go live?
I'm going to go live and record. I'm going to do the whole 9.
Make sure you send us the video,
Okay.
so we can post you up. We want to see how good your seats is, how close you is to the people.
Yes.
And did you enjoy yourself?
I love basketball, so I know I'm going to enjoy myself.
You know who you going to go see play?
No, that's not actually my teams, but just being there live in front center is exciting.
Well, you going to have a ball.
I've been to a basketball game one time. I was a little girl. I really didn't know. This is when Allen Iverson was playing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, AI.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Back to you, Miss Robin.
Uh-oh.
Do they have a phone number that you can contact, people can contact to get in touch with y'all?
Yeah, definitely. It's 267-519-5323.
Y'all got that? Say it one more time for them.
267-519-5323.
All right, and they can just call and just ask to speak to you or one of the other lawyers or the other paralegal?
Well, yeah. I mean, anyone who answers the phone generally is going to be able to assist them. And if they can't, they're going to pass it off to someone who...
So it's called pleasephilly.org. PLSE.
Yeah. Well, we say Pulse.
So, you probably know one of my professors, Professor Maza.
Offhand, no.
Yeah, because she actually sent me this.
Okay.
I had it in my email, so I was just trying to see if it was affiliated.
That's us.
Naisha Maza.
Okay.
You trying to get a part in our
No, actually,
expunged?
I was trying to get my record expunged, and she helped me out with it.
Did you get it done?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm still on probation, actually.
Okay, well, you're going to get it done so you get off,
Yes,
right?
I am.
Absolutely. What else? I wish Rue hurry up and get here. Y'all see I'm buying time right now, right? Anything else that people need to know, Ms. Robin?
Let's see. They need to know that it takes about 6 months to a year to get an expungement done. Because, let's see, once we get the court date, and 9 times out of 10 you don't have to go to court, we're just letting you know that's when it's scheduled. If you were to need to go to court, if the DA objected, then our attorneys would contact you, prepare you so you can go to court. But generally, they're in court. They take care of it, and the waiting on the paperwork is torture. Waiting for all the paperwork to come back. We have to wait for the signed court orders. We have to wait for the report from the Pennsylvania State Police, and we wait for the Philadelphia Police Department. Everybody to send us this thing saying it is out of the system. Because when we give you back all your paperwork, we want you to know that those things are gone.
Question: how long do the expungement process take?
6 months to a year.
6 months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the state police got to go through it too.
Yeah, they have to take it out of their system. We don't want it to pop up anywhere. We don't want anyone to see any of the stuff that's supposed to be expunged.
Well, you know how when you catch a charge before you're 18, and they say people are not supposed to be able to see that,
Yes.
and people still can see that. It's not gonna be like that. You're really not gonna be able to see this expunged record.
So we don't do anything with juvenile records. The Defender Association takes care of that.
Question: if you know, so if you have a charge before you was 18, can you get that taken off your record even if you was convicted of something?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how juvenile expungements work.
I believe it should be going after a while, right?
Well, that sounds good, but it
Right.
seems like in Pennsylvania nothing goes away. They cling to everything you ever did, and you have to actively do something to get it to go away.
Yeah, because they bring it up in court, even though you was under 17, they still bring it up in court
Oh, that's terrible.
and use it against you for our sentences. All right, we're gonna have a commercial break. We're gonna go to a music video or a radio, and we'll be right back after this moment.
This we know. This we know. We never choose to settle. Ain't too many ways out the ghetto. Any way to get it, it'll tear you down if you let it. And we don't do credit. Just make sure my name in the credits. We put forth the effort. I know some steppers. Leave you wet it. They was good guys, but them corners ain't got no exit. I got classic records. Link with the bearded legend. We won first place. Nobody thinks a second. Niggas say they love you. Try to use your name for a leverage. That's so disrespectful. Make you wanna go grab your weapon. Practice what you preaching. Just more money to collect. Boy, we from the essence. It's the honor that we protected. My flow is heaven. I just took it, tweaked it, perfected. Can't create a legacy without loyalty, integrity. Message from the sun. I see through these niggas telepathy. Whatever for a look up in their memory. Remember me for how I stood for the cause. I was made for the rain. I survived all them wars. They took me to respect. Set them behind the bars. And they could have been stars. They had coke in the jars. Wanted that for yourself when it could have been ours. Get a little bit of fame and forget who you are. When you that close, you can see a snake from afar. And nights like this, I just wish it would rain. Bros died too young. I remember the pain. I put my city in my soul. Remember my name. S.O.N. They called me Bills when I was cooking that cane. Now I cook up the bars and I give them the flames. Spin a band on my chick, another band on the chain. And that's so cliche, but we never complain. And it ain't no struggle if it's nothing to gain. And that we know for sure. Watch me ball, seats on the floor. Around the globe, another stage. Now they know the ball. They said I'd be a rest in peace picture on the wall. Now we on the mall, and I never doubted it at all. I played the cards, I kept it G, we never fraud. Them same dudes that like to follow you but never talk. Thinking goddamn, he ain't gonna never fall, not at all. We know the rise, and we know the law. We know the breaks, we make mistakes, just elevate. Not what you can dish out, but how much can you take? Nigga, break. Make it. They passing laws every day, shit, and we gon' break it. They throw that shit up in our face like we won't take it. You can ask your favorite rapper, but he won't say it. I can't ignore the pain. Busting raps in the pouring rain. I know Obama said change, but it's more the same. Fold my hands and pray right before I board the plane. I made it back in one piece, the most important thing. Can't break my spirit. Bad news, they can't wait to hear it. That's the way I carry it, and that's the way I wear it. What you know about eating everything generic. This my life and I'ma share it when I choose to share it. I'm from the ghetto where the sun don't shine, where everyone can't sing and everyone don't rhyme. I want my name up in lights on the jumbotron. Shorty's rocking finger waves like Matumbo side. The mouth, mouth.
Yeah, we back. All right, a couple more questions. Where are y'all located at?
We're located in West Philly, 111 South 38th Street. That's Broad and Broad.
38th and Sampson.
38th and Sampson, yes.
Okay, and what is it like being a black woman in law?
Well, I'm on the side where it feels very positive, trying to help people after they've made a mistake move forward. It's interesting to me that you asked that because my daughter is an ADA with the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office, and we appear to be on opposite sides of the fence. But I'm gonna take all the credit that I raised her really well.
And
so,
she did, yes.
She is not trying to overcharge people, but it's weird because she wants to stand up for people who have been victimized so that they have their day in court so that their voices are heard. And I feel like I am trying to help people who have been victimized in a different way, where they have lost rights and abilities that they need back, that they should have had back, that they should have never lost sometimes.
Prosecutor misconduct?
Yeah, she wouldn't do that though.
Any cases that stand out that you have dealt with?
Well, we had a client who was over 70, and he had been arrested probably close to 70 times in his lifetime, and he wanted his record expunged. Like, he was tired of carrying that around, and like, he was this person who was active in his community and doing lots of good things, and he had this record with all of this stuff on it, and we were able to get his whole record cleared, which, I mean, for me, anytime we can clear someone's entire record just through expungement is thrilling.
Yeah, that's big. That's major.
Yeah.
That is major.
70 times, that's a lot of times.
Listen,
well, sometimes they see you, they like, oh, get him.
Listen, I'm gonna take your number for sure when we leave this show because I need something to sponge off my record for sure.
Well, I'm glad that we can help. That's what we're here for.
That was very good. Yeah, I'm definitely going, and I'm on send some more people your way because I know people that got things on their record they want.
I was already on it, but I didn't know it was affiliated like that.
Yeah.
No, that's big. That's major. And if anybody else need to get in touch with her, please give them your information one more time.
Okay. You can go to our website at plsephilly.org, and you can give us a call at 267-519-5323.
Okay. And Anitra, please give people your Instagram so they can see you at the game on the 27th.
Chalk28 _ Chalk28, but hurry because I'm about to change it back.
You about to change it to what?
Chalk29.
Because you are 29.
29.
Okay, yeah. This is PSA, Philly Service Announcement. Take over Tuesdays. And we got one more person about to come here. We waiting for them to come so they can perform. We have a violinist here coming today. Miss Robin,
Yeah.
You only have the one daughter?
Yes.
That's it? Okay. And she works for the ADA. And What else you got to tell us?
Wow.
What kind of music you like?
I like all music,
Like all music?
Do you
Yeah.
work every day?
pretty much.
Monday through
Pretty
Friday?
much. Some Saturdays, because when we do clinics, a lot of times you're on Saturdays. And I find myself so busy at work sometimes answering the phone and loving talking to people, but still paperwork. Like, I always have paperwork in my bag.
How many applications you go through a day?
Oh my gosh. So it depends on the client, because some clients have more rests and some clients have less. But what we do try to do is file a group of about 50 petitions for expungement. Me and my assistant, we each file every week. So we are trying to, like, as quick as we can, get as many people done as possible.
Is this a private business or this is for the state? It's like for the
We're a nonprofit organization.
nonprofit organization. So y'all have y'all 501c.
Yeah.
We trying to get that right now.
Okay. And I don't know that real number.
You don't know nothing about that. You got any more questions, Leah? Anitra? I just called you Leah. I'm sorry. With your
Not
pink
right
hair,
now. I
Fabulous.
try to do something different.
it looks good on you, sis.
It does.
I was in the hair store confused.
You know which one you wanted to go
I
with?
get so many hairstyles. I'm like, man, I gotta do something really different. Hairstyles bring out my personality.
Okay. Well, you appear to be fabulous, but
Thank you.
And how are all your kids doing?
They're doing good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Report card conference this week, and some good, some bad.
I already know one that's not bad already.
Yeah. My oldest daughter, she's so smart.
Oh yes, Erin, the beautiful
Yes,
one,
She's really
my
smart.
baby.
She has, like, most kids have games on their phone, like playing games. She has math games. She got social study games, science
Wow.
games. Like, she download herself. So I'm in a car. She teach me, actually.
okay.
She teach me a lot. Mom, do you know this about the planet? Do you know that about the planet? No, I don't know.
It'd be like, oh, you smarter than a fifth grader.
Yeah, she's so smart.
That's awesome.
During COVID, she was counting her money. She said, Mom, we got to get back in school because I'm losing count of my money.
Miss Robin, another question. Do you do you want to be a lawyer one day, or?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I do want to go back to school. It's weird. When I was there, I really enjoyed sociology and philosophy. But from what I've been told, you could have degrees in either of those and they work well in the law. So, I mean, I feel like you can't have too much knowledge of the law.
My favorite class was psychology.
That was too hard for me.
I love it.
Yikes.
You want to be a psychologist?
I don't know what I wanted to do with criminal law. It was just so much going on. I was actually in school around the time the whole protest and stuff was going on, so I was like kind of out of it.
Yeah.
You told me
'Cause
you
when-
wanted to be a parole officer or something like that, right?
I wanted to work with law, but then I don't know. I wanted to switch. I want to do medical now.
You always been good at taking care of people.
I want to do medical. So, but I still wanted to finish this degree in criminal law so I could just have it.
Yeah.
But I want to go to school for medical now. I want to be a paramedic.
Okay. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So the what's the two lawyer names that work down there with you?
I'm so glad you asked. All right, so we have a new executive director, Renee Chenault Fatah. And you might recognize her name.
From the news, right?
Yes.
Yes, from Channel 10 News. I remember her.
And I thought, is she going to be nice? So nice. Can't believe it. Still stunned every day how very nice she is.
So
And-
she's the executive director?
Mhm.
Okay.
And so Taylor Pacheco is one of the attorneys, and she's also now the deputy director. And Sarah Coyle is our other attorney. And she doesn't have the title, but she is pretty much running the Philadelphia pardon stuff.
Okay.
So let me see.
So she would be like the CFO? the CEO or the CFO?
You gonna make me make up stuff?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Cause I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah.
And then you just gave her a whole new title, a whole title she didn't really have. That's cool.
I can't give it a title without the money, and I can't give it the money. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's just, I was not hired under them. They came a little bit after me, and I was hired under Zane Johnson and Rachel Miller. And Zane has gone on to start his own practice and moved to Maryland. And Rachel went to Philadelphia Legal Assistance. And it's weird because when you see people who really love helping people and they have the means to do it, you get excited, because it seems intimidating to me. But now I feel like, okay, it's some things I can do, and I get excited. I have missed loving waking up to go to work. Like, for a long time, I would wake up and be like, oh no. But now it's like, la, it's wonderful,
Yeah.
I like seeing a lot of women in the legal field too.
Yeah.
Black women like
Like,
that.
my professor, y'all might know her, Tamika Lanes. She's actually running.
I've heard
That
of
was,
her.
she was my
yeah.
professor. So when I seen it, I was like, oh my God, I passed both of her classes. I was so happy for her to see her doing all that and still trying to run for, I think, a superior judge.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a female. I remember her talking about it. Her now seeing her taking a full step, seeing her name. I'm like, oh my God, y'all go vote for her.
Mm-hmm. The chairman of our
Yes.
board is Judge Karen Simmons. So I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of everybody is represented. I'll put it like that. And the leading front and center is black women.
Do y'all work with the district attorney office, Larry Caswell?
Well, our attorneys have good relationships with the district attorney's office, where they take a look at the petitions, and it's kind of it's moving much smoother than it was because COVID really messed everything up. And so we needed to be like, do you have objections? And a lot of times they don't. They are very much working with us to help people clear their records.
And is it like one judge that actually do the expungement cases, or y'all just go to any judge?
I believe it is just one judge, but I do not remember who that one judge is.
Okay.
But it seems like it's always in the same courtroom. I want to say 805.
805.
But yeah.
Okay. I had a question on top of my head. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Was it about my dog?
Oh, you have a dog too?
2 dogs.
2 dogs.
2 dogs.
And what is your dog's name?
Duchess is my big girl. She's a cane corso.
She's big.
She's big. She doesn't seem to know it. And Bruno is my little boy. He's a rat terrier mix. And he's just crazy.
Where are you from? You from Philadelphia?
Yep, from West Philly.
From West Philly? Born
Yeah, I
and
can-
raised?
If I could say, I would have said it. Yeah.
What high school you graduated from?
University City, which no longer exists.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
They
Did you
tore-
attend the college?
She went to
I went to
CCD?
Drexel.
Oh, we went to Drexel too?
For a minute, I was a terrible student. I was not interested in college when I graduated from high school. So I went on and got married, had kids, got divorced, worked for a long time. And then I went to CCP and was like, oh my God, college is awesome.
Yeah.
And you was there for what, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Nitra,
Yes.
are you gonna be the entertainment for the day? You gonna sing for us?
Oh no, I can't sing.
You can't sing?
No.
You don't do no arts? You don't do no arts or nothing?
I'm not really talented in any of those fields.
Okay, I take that as a shot at us. I think
You talented?
Yes, I am very
In what?
talented. I'm an athlete.
What's your sport?
Basketball,
Yeah, he's really good at basketball.
a little
I
bit of
seen-
football,
I never seen you play football.
but basketball is my sport. Anybody that know me know I get down on the court,
Okay.
I'm not really talented. I'm just really good at hustling.
hustling,
Yeah.
and you a pretty face.
Thank you. I never really tried. I mean, I tried running, but then I tripped my legs go in, so I tripped over so many times. So no.
What about you, Miss Robin? You have any other outside talents other than helping people
I
get
like to cook.
parties? And
I like cooking.
I only like cooking at this point. Like, yay, holidays coming. It's going to be lots of fun food, so we're going to cook.
what y'all gonna do for Thanksgiving?
I'm coming to your house.
You come to my house? She come to my house. What are you doing, Miss Robin?
I'm taking my dogs to my daughter's house, and we're going to cook.
Okay.
And she's got 2 dogs, too.
She got 2 dogs too, so y'all just a dog family.
We are. We are.
So you like cooking?
I like cooking some, but, you know when you're a mom and you have to cook every day,
You always have to
all the
cook,
time.
for sure.
Right. And then she got older and she could cook. And I was like, oh, Bess, let me step back a little. And then she went away to college and she came back. She said, you don't ever cook. And I was like, I've got food right here. And there's food available. So.
But I hate cooking. I love it, but then I hate it sometimes. I think the part I hate is the dishes, the dirtiness that comes afterwards. Like,
Yes.
or it's done, but then like, who's gonna do all this? Who's gonna scrub the pots?
It's always me. It's always me.
When your daughter left for college, was it a big transition for you?
Oh, it was terrible. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss her so much.
Her
And-
being the only child, so
Yes. And we didn't have a dog then. We just had a cat. You know, cats really could care less. And you know, it was hard. And I thought
did you see yourself stalking her a lot?
No, she was away. I thought, she would call. I was trying to be a grown up. I was trying really hard, and she would come home for break, and it started getting easier and easier. I was like, this is not, the house is quiet.
You can get used to this, huh?
Yeah, so it was nice.
I'm not used to my kids not being home.
Give it time.
I start getting lonely. I start going throughout the whole house by myself, just trying to find things to do. I call them. What time y'all bringing them home?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take one more commercial break. We're gonna let Toucan play some nice music for the people, and we'll be right back after this.
I ain't got silence lately. Give me my Said wintertime is getting crazy. Niggas dying, mama's crying, that's my baby. All I hear is cop sirens lately. And I know that I can't let them get to me at all. I was down and had no one I could call. I remember they put my back to the wall. But I still give it my all. Yeah, I still give it my all.
Niggas report your gram off of envy. I done turned feline to Fendi, it was in me. It's like my whole city crazy. Niggas blocking bullets with they babies. All my niggas in jail think I duck them and said fuck them. I'm just trying to make sure they don't come home to nothing. If it's up to me, they not. I'm screaming freedom and making doo-wah for K-Dot. We was childhood friends, now they ops. Trapped in the hood, I see no way out. It was supposed to be a kid, didn't weigh out. Now you gotta kill a nigga, how it play out, play out, play out.
Said wintertime is getting crazy. Niggas dying, mama's crying, that's my baby. All I hear is cop sirens lately. And I know that I can't let them get to me at all. I was down and had no one I could call. I remember they put my back.
So traffic. Don't kill me. But we got a good performance coming. I can hear it in the background. Y'all probably can hear it in the background as well. Did y'all get all y'all information out there? Y'all don't look like y'all got everything out.
We got it on loud.
So this my man Frankie Rolex. He gonna do the rest. He gonna let y'all know what it is. He definitely gonna be back.
Hello.
Stand right there.
Hi.
They gonna be here. They gonna be here.
Oh, go ahead. You sit right there. Go ahead. What? Stand up or sit down?
I'll stand up.
Okay. Move that chair, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Frankie Rolex. I'm a violist. I teach violin and viola. I've been playing for 18 years now, and I'm 25 years old.
Great job, young man. Great job.
So, I know everybody. It's a situation where everybody was out of place. I was out of place. My man was out of place. He talked kind of crazy to me on the phone. Before we do this, but I wasn't even gonna get in. I'm kind of getting used to being off the camera for the day. But first of all, this is PSA, Philly Service Announcement. The important thing about Frankie Rolex being on the show is that we want to promote art and not just entertainment. So at first we used to always say social activism, resources, and entertainment. But entertainment is just to entertain. Art, you can entertain, you can educate, you can tell stories, you can do entertainment is just for, an escape. But art holds a lot of other things. And that's a resource too. So Frankie being able to be on here gives people another, and it's a funny thing about this. I used to listen to the orchestra like every morning, it was crazy. I could read better, I took better naps, you know what I mean? It was just a different thing, and I was in prison. That was the thing that was the irony for me. Like, this is where I'm listening to the symphony and all of this stuff, and it helped me calm myself down actually. Cause for a long time I talk about this a lot where I used to wake up angry and have to get myself to being calm. You know what I mean? I didn't wake up and feel refreshed, and that wasn't how it went. And listening to the symphony, listening to the orchestra, like it used to help. So I understand the importance of all different types of art. So that's the big thing about Frankie being one of the first people to come on here. Well, the first person to come on here and play an instrument. You know what I mean? He won't be the last. Yeah.
Talking to Mike, Frankie.
I'm definitely gonna come back.
Do you have an Instagram, Frankie, or any social media?
My social media Instagram is Frankie Rolex, FrankieRolex, and I actually got the hoodie on. So.
The Frankie Rolex hoodie. So, Frankie is a street performer, right? One of the things you do is street performer.
Yes, I used to perform with Philly Youth Orchestra, and right now I'm with Lower Marion Symphony.
So, I understand you want to do some type of like programming. You want a nonprofit organization. Give us a little understanding of what the idea is. What is it? What is it going to be? Because it's going to happen. So, give us an idea of like what that's going to be.
Well, the objective for that, the nonprofit, I want to call it Frankie Strings because I've had like students where they can't either afford an instrument or they're loaning an instrument and then they have to give it back, but then they can't afford to get another instrument. So people have been giving, actually while I've been street performing, people have been giving me instruments, whether it's either broken or it doesn't matter. Like I could go get it fixed and then distribute them to students that can't afford them.
So, what do you think the importance of what you do musically? Like, why is that important to young folks or to people? Period. Like, it don't really matter the age. Because you did tell me you had a student that's like 48,
yeah.
Right?
Well, my youngest is 7, my oldest is 67. So it's like there's a range, but at the same time, like my students still teaching me. They teaching me patience.
Right.
But I think. What you say?
What do you think the importance of teaching music?
Teaching music?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you think about it, like frequencies and sounds, it's all around us. So even when, like if you're in your car, like you listen to the radio, or like you listen to your favorite song, or just even it's all around. Music is a universal language.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I get the privilege and the blessing to teach, I'm gonna do right.
Now, something that you said to me about not being able to play when you're angry.
Yep, I cannot play when I'm intoxicated or when I'm upset.
Why do you feel like that is?
Because it's a lot of dissonance and it disrupts the genuine and pure emotions or intentions that I try to portray out the instrument.
Dang, that's crazy. That wasn't what you said in the car, man. That was a little deeper.
Yeah, I had a freestyle.
Nah. But when he said that to me, I was really like, for me, I don't play an instrument, but I just assumed that it was like the instrument knows when it's organic, so to speak. I hear people talk about their instruments like,
when
they're
it's
real
genuine and pure.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And him saying, I can't play when I'm angry. Well, that's not when anger is a true emotion, but that's not when you're like your most organic. That's not you.
Nah.
And definitely when you're intoxicated, when you're inebriated, you ain't.
You can
not
tell.
chill.
You can tell.
Do the ladies have any questions for Frankie Rolex?
Is it hard teaching?
No, it's not hard. As I said, like my students, they also they've been teaching me at the same time. So it's like a give and pull. It's like tug of war.
So you just got rhythms off your head. You just go on.
What
or
do
it's
you
like
mean?
books you read.
Well, actually, the books, yes, and then there's also there's the theory behind it because I could teach a student how to perform a piece in a short amount of time, but if they don't know how to read the music or like the theory, the scientifics behind like the physics behind it, then
So it's really important to read the book.
yes, it's really important. It goes hand in hand.
So, Robin, do you have a question?
I didn't really have a question. I just thought it really beautiful. It's very touching, and I could understand your comment about it calming you and stuff. 'Cause I remember when I played CDs. Is that what they're called? Those round disc things. I had
Vinyls.
I had those too. Don't
Yeah, I've been collecting
don't
them.
age me now.
I've been collecting them.
I actually
okay.
want one.
Yeah.
A whole thing. I looked it up on Amazon. I want one.
Yeah, but I got a lot of classical music, and it just, I don't know, like that deep breath feeling. That's what it gives you, like, yeah. And that was the feeling that I got listening to you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
So, do you have another piece for us?
Yes.
I'm sure you got endless pieces. And everybody, Frankie will be back. I'll take this one on the chin, because we were supposed to open with Frankie, then interview Frankie, then close with Frankie. But
That was great, Frankie. That was great.
nah, the thing about it is, like, it feel like the vibe in the room changes. Were y'all already like on this vibe? Did it feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me.
It made me want to dance, and I don't even dance.
So the thing that I want to get to right now is did he tell y'all had to come back? Nobody can come on the show once? Did he allow y'all to know that?
I did not.
So everybody, we always let them know that you have to come back, because I know it's more to your story. Whatever you was talking about, I missed it.
And Anitra has to come back to tell us how the game was and how her seats was and everything else.
Yes.
Okay, I'll come back.
So who are you taking? Actually.
My best friend.
Damn it, man. I was trying to go.
She loves basketball. We like.
I seen her on there. My bestie won. She said, I forgot what she said on there, but she
We argue a lot about when our teams win, so it's really good taking her.
Nah, it's dope that like actual ball fans won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
go
that's
back and forth
yo,
about
y'all
what-
going. Did he tell y'all? I know he told y'all about how the experience is going to be. Like you could really like walk up to the bench, smack somebody in the head, talk trash. You could do a lot.
I'm just really excited to see Steph Curry.
Yeah. All right. That's okay. But you sure you want to take your friend? You sure me and you can?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you always could go, actually, right?
Nah, not really. I'm not privileged to that.
I would have took my son, but he's not into basketball.
Not yet.
No, he's not into basketball. He get mad every time his little sister beats him. Aaron played basketball really good, so he gets upset.
So before we ride out, this is Philly service announcement. Love, support, and grace. Social activism, resources, art. It's a dope thing to see that we were able to have a raffle. Somebody win something like dope. Like this is a real valuable ticket. So you're going to have a real good experience.
Yes.
I know you are. We're going to be down there on the 27th. We're going to go live. We ain't going to be able to come in with her. But we're going to go live, until 6 is the entry. Y'all can get early entry at 6. So we'll probably be down there.
I think the game is at 6. I think
So we'll
should be
down
there
there
about 5.
We're
Yeah.
going to go live, down there. Y'all, I'm sure y'all going to be hyped. You ever been on the floor?
I know.
Wow, that's
You're gonna be on the floor. So
That's going to be
wow.
crazy. That's
wear your best.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be on TV. That's another thing. You're going to be on TV.
That's crazy.
So make sure and you're going to be on the live. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, I'm happy that y'all won these tickets. Y'all going to have a good time. I know y'all going to have a good time. Then y'all going to come back on the 30th and talk about the experience.
So I gotta bring my best friend with me.
Yes, you have to bring
you
her.
gotta
Yes,
bring
we
your
need to
best
know
friend.
how
you gotta
your
bring the
experience was.
person who kept me from being able to go.
I will.
So, what's your name again?
Anitra.
Yeah, you gonna have a good time. Robin, you already know how.
Miss Robin, it was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you. It was good
Y'all had my
being
man
here.
sweating.
Fake interviewing you. It was a pleasure for me joining. Me
My
interviewing
man.
you.
Frankie Rolex. Yo, the PSA Philly service announcement. We out, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Definitely y'all all gonna be coming back.
Almost deaf.
Okay.